and welcome to another art stream. This is very loud. Sorry. 1 second. Okay, it's a little better. It was like, right in my ears. I kind of feel like some fantasy now. Okay, sorry. What? Why are you black? Why? What? Oh, okay. Weird. Boop, boop, boop. So first I was going to do some... Well, I can bounce between them, I guess, but I wanted to work more on... And it's not here. Oh yeah, I was going to do that today too, I forgot, but that's okay. I can squeeze that in too. I forgot. I forget what you call it. Or I think. I guess I don't have it here. I'm going to go back into character sheet. Yep. Oh, here she is. Yeah, I was gonna do some work on. Hello, thanks for dropping by. I was gonna work on the comic a little bit today. I got some pages I could, and I was also gonna work on redrawing June because I have some old drawings of her, but she's kind of a little stiff here, and I want to loosen up her design a little bit. So I'm gonna work on that. Give her a little bit more energy because she's a very energetic character. Oh yeah, I found out about this today. I forgot I had. Whoop. This will be useful for when I'm coloring in characters because I can just now I can just go like this. And then there. That's so much easier. Ta-da! I have these too. I forgot I downloaded these. Yeah, I remember last time when I was like, I don't want to draw those speed lines. They're right here. Yep, see? That looks fine. I don't know why I didn't just do that. It would have saved me some time. Yeah, these are all pretty cool. Let me get things like... Yeah, it's all pretty cool. You can play around with all this stuff, but for some reason this was hidden in these options and I didn't know anything about it. So alright, well, let's get back to work. Working on... Whoa, what are you? Okay. Hope everyone had a good week. I'm gonna be working on a couple things this weekend. I thought I would, I've teased my, new model, so I've been thinking about doing a video like explaining the lore of the character. Yeesh! It's just like every song gets louder. It's like so wooed. How wooed. Yeah. But I was thinking it'd be kind of fun to do a video that explains the backstory of my character. My oops. Oh, that's okay. Okay, why is that? I'm not sure why that was. Okay. The backstory of my character. My guy in the corner here. He's got a story, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to make it into an animation. Like probably an animatic more than a actual animation. If I can do an animation, that would be awesome. But those take long. So I figure I can at least get it to the point where it's a like a animatic, and then because those still have movement in them, it's just kind of like a little bit more like a very basic. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to try that out. Let's get some poses for her. Oops, why did I close that? Poses. Yeah, let's get some cool. Let's see what we can get for her. Me. I could do this. I could change where. What? They changed how this works now. I like that. Oh well, cool. Anyway, I'm gonna move this arm because I don't really care. I don't have any real investment with where it is right now anyway, so put down here, put it in angle. So I think it'd be kind of cooler if she has it like resting on her shoulder like a sword. So yeah. Yeah, so if I could just put it up like this, so she's kind of got it like right against her. I can change that arm, so it's not. I'm not worried about that at all. I can just erase all this. There. Then add this back in. Sorry, I gotta fix this. Hello, thanks for dropping by. I'm doing some character design first, and then I'm gonna work on the comic afterwards. I started some new pages. I Still need to finish this one up, but I think I started cleaning up. I worked on a couple panels, and I'm gonna go back and clean some of them up today. Still feel a little bit. I think this looks better now. It still works with what I was going with, where like she uses her skill to make everyone else around her like happy, and because originally I was gonna go the other direction where she kind of like gets scared and then uses it to like make everyone fall asleep, so because she wants to be left alone. But I thought that's not really her goal as a bard. Like, she's been around people, and she's helped her friend with their band, so she's performed in front of people a few times, but not as much as she'd like, because she's in a small village, so it's like she knows everyone there anyway. See. So I think it would be kind of cool to have like a. Well, actually, but how does this work? I hit my first. Well, I mean, I guess it could be resting on it instead of like it's kind of just like pushed against her shoulder here. Yeah. Because otherwise, I don't know where that would go. Because it's got to. Can't just phase through her. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of fun to have her with this more like relaxed pose like this instead of holding, because holding the guitar like that was cool, and I'll keep it. I don't want to get rid of it, but it'd be more fun if she was actually like I'm sure. Let's see if I can find a better one for the legs. Because maybe she should have. Let's see. Oh, sorry. do, 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 do. Let's see. I was just looking at these reference for ideas. Pinterest is a great site for just grabbing like poses for just because there's so many great model yeah, there's all these different models on here that are all have like give you great fun ideas for later drawings even. Like I found one that would actually be better for someone else who I was going to work on, but maybe I will. But anyway, let's just give her a simple pose here for this one, because yeah, just keep her. Just give her like a hands down one for this one, I guess. Oops. Probably be easier if I zoom in a little more. Have better control. Excuse me, sorry. Started watching the second season of Arcane, and like that show just has such interesting characters. Like a lot of it, what happened, I already predicted a little bit, because like they kind of like foreshadowed it a lot in the first season. Like the unrest between the two cities, that one's built on top of the other and lords over the one that's below it. So I thought that was a pretty cool story device, where on top of being more wealthy, they're also like just have a better position. And hello, thanks for dropping by. Hope you had a good day today. Just cleaning up some art. I'm doing an updated character sheet for June, because I feel like I've done a lot of drawings for everyone else but her, and I kind of, she's the main character. She should have like some more poses than she should have more than the other people. So. Oh boy, still feeling kind of lousy, huh? I'm sorry. That's a bummer. Oops, wait, what? Here we go. My brain was like, what am I doing? I forgot. But I don't know if you were you here earlier, because I said I made a note. In case you weren't, I think I've told you this. I'm planning on doing a animatic for my my guy in the corner here. So I'm gonna be doing some research into how to make those. I already done some digging and looked on like some animators on YouTube that gave advice on how to do animatics in general, and there's a few that even use Clip Studio. So I went to them and saw how they did some of the stuff. I also kind of realized I've been missing on a very basic tool, but the lasso and fill tool, I somehow forgot existed. So now I can just go like this, and it fills. So yeah, I can just like go to this layer and put her flat colors in, and bam, there's her shirt. That took all of a few seconds. Thank goodness. Because I was like, for the longest time, I was just like, I got it. Like, I know that I'm doing this. I keep seeing people online just do it, fill in these like selection tools, and I'm like, why can't I do that? And it's like, because I was using the wrong tool. That's a pretty good reason not to be able to do it. So yeah, bam, there we go. I like that so much better now. It speeds up production so much more when you can just zip around and just make shapes. Yes, even if I don't finish it, it kind of can fill it in now, which is nice. So Blue, she was using this during her streams, wasn't she? Because I'm sure she was doing it, and I was just like ignoring what she was using. I was so interested in like what was being drawn that I was kind of like, duh, colors. And then she's, meanwhile, she's showing me exactly what I need to do to. It's like, yeah, just go to this area here, and are you paying attention? Colors. Got it. Sure. I got it. Colors. See, that's more like that. That's not. That doesn't look right. Yeah, it's one of those things where you just kind of like don't you take certain parts of an app for granted, or like a program, and then you're like, and then suddenly you find such an obvious shortcut that could speed you up so much, and it's like, oh right, duh. It's like, how did I miss this? This will be great for when I'm doing work on my. I can do like some cleanup on my model with this, and and do that really speedy. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I got that done in no time at all, really. It's like, whoop. And helps that I got all this here still, so I can just... Yeah. Actually, this should... I think part of the problem is this should be darker, actually. Yeah. But see, like, that was so much faster. So, yeah. It's... Well, you know why? I bet it's just... I'm wondering if the same thing happened with her, where the lasso tool is in the middle of these options here for different lines for dialogue boxes, or for yeah, for just like controlled shapes. And so yeah, it's not where you would expect it to be. I mean, it makes sense in retrospect, but at the time I was just like, huh, this is a tool I never used. And then I see it's like, of course, that's where they were hiding it. It's like right where I was gonna look. Yeah, I'm just happy I found it, honestly. It's really nice having that. Because especially with the comic, that'll speed things up. I forget all these pens to do exactly what I want at the... Let's see. I might even draw on top of this one again already, because this already looks a little rough. So go in to the face, clean up the face. I like the eyes came out good. Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot she has that on this side. She's got like a short highlight, and then the rest is her hair color. Keep forgetting her hair's more like, I don't mind it changing height a little bit, but it's supposed to normally be just shoulder width, a little bit longer than shoulder length hair. So like later on, maybe it gets a little longer, or like I said, she wears a wig at one time, so to hide. Which I'm going to put that drawing in here too, because that's why I wanted to work on this, is to do a few different poses, and one's her dressed like this, and then one's her in that outfit. I'm going to clean it up and add it to this. Just want to have a nice official reference sheet for these characters. But yeah, she's just got like some dark, like a dirty. Come on, brush, work with me here. Do some. Yeah, let's not do that yet. I'll just use So you know what? I need a better brush for this. This is a little bit too like flat. Oh, not green. I don't need grain. I need. Where's my brush that I use for... You know what? I probably have it in my favorites, because that would be smart. Hairbrush. No idea. There it is. There we go. Yep. Yeah, so you can... It's like a blur tool. It actually worked out. That worked out perfect that I put so much down. Because that made that look so much better when I went back to it. Whoops. Oh, I want to... Yeah, June's entire goal is to just to use her magic to lift others up. She really thinks that, like, she loves the fact that there's this ability of this magic to just, like, inspire people, but she sees it, she's seen it being wasted. Like, her father's taught her about how magic has been misused in the past, and because he knows, because he went through the war, and she looks at how, like, bardic magic was used and sees it as, like, it was really, like, it was totally mismanaged, and it could have been used for much more, like, practical uses, because she sees it as a way to just boost people's morale in any situation, not just, like, erasing their fear or making them faster or stronger. She's like, it would be so... That would be a great one. That and just giving people general luck. Making them feel like have that confidence to get through the day. And We have the spin wheel of doom. Oh, never mind. It's gone. Phew. Okay. We're on a different. But yeah, he's just kind of. She always felt like it'd be nice to just boost people up instead of. Oops, that's why I don't see it. I'm. Hero was drawing and like being like, why don't I see it? It's because it's like. But she's used it to like for like not just therapeutic in other ways too, and she's kind of like thinks it would be really great just to boost people up and make them feel better, and like she's in her hometown she's only learned a few spells, but she does know how to like just make people feel a little bit better about and distract them for a second, and she's trying to learn how to do better magics, like even like ones that could like give people the tolerance to deal with pain, maybe, because if they're in a if they're recovering from something, it'd be nice if they didn't have to feel every ache of their joints. She's got a lot. There's a couple of elders in her hometown, and she feels terrible that they are still dealing with some injuries from during the wartime. So she's like, it would be really great if she could find a way to help them with that. That's a little too big. I gotta fix this. Yeah, I think so. Like, just I just thought it'd be kind of a cool way to add on more reason why Richard even approves of her path even more. Because like with his background, he knows a lot of people that were in his shoes and could really just use a morale boost at times after everything they've been through. I think maybe part of him is also just happy that she also doesn't just want to be a rock star. Like he's just like, okay, good, you want to actually use this for something and not just. Yeah, I think she, and it I kind of felt like I was making Richard sound like the best character, and I think giving her that kind of makes her a little bit more interesting, so people might gravitate more to her. I mean, it's impossible to compete 100%. Whoops! Oh no! What did I do? I erased her hair. I gotta fix that. There. I didn't mean to erase her hair there. But yeah, no, just like it's be nice if she got a little more attention, considering she's the main point of view in the story. Yeah, I think I'm pushing her the head shape a little bit further even here than, because it's supposed to be, she's supposed to have kind of a sharp cheekbone kind of structure, kind of like her mother. Or actually maybe grandmother, because I think Grace doesn't have a sharp. I'm gonna check in a second. I think I drew her with like just regular, with a like softer features on her face. So maybe this is more like a thing where she kind of inherited more of Richard's side of the family, like face line. Like she looks more like her grandmother. Which could be cool, considering she wants to become like her. So she be kind of. Yeah, I'm having trouble with this hair. I think it's because that loose bit there is kind of throwing off where all the rest of the hair should be. That's good. I can give it a little bit of volume. I don't mind if it's a little bit long. I'm always going to end up drawing it longer anyway, so I might as well give it a little bit longer than I intend, so that when it does get super long, it's like. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of fun to just give her a. I haven't really thought of drawing the grandmother yet, though, because I'm not sure if she's going to be in the story. But maybe I'll probably work on something, because I'm sure I'll have like a portrait of her or something in a scene. Yeah, she's got this. I think I kind of goofed up the angle of her face a little, but maybe she can have her head dipping a little bit. Something's off. Maybe her head's just too big for her body. That might be it. Maybe. Yeah, I think it is. Got carried away with this. So maybe I could just make it slightly smaller. Yeah, it definitely is too big. It's like I look at I compare it to the other one. It's like, oh yeah, that's definitely off a little. Easy fix, easy peasy, lemon cheesy. Whoops, too small. Now it's too small. I think it was only slightly too. Yeah, because now it's a little better. Like I think it might even have been positioning. Like maybe it wasn't high enough. I need to fix everything else because everything else is off now. Yippee! Let's draw this 80 times. Woo! Dun, dun, dun. I think her shoulders weren't broad enough either. That might have been part of it too. Because I think she's... That might have been part of it. Maybe it's not even like, yeah, it's almost resting on her shoulder. It's kind of like just over her shoulder. It's better. I have to fix this. See, it's not long enough. But it's more like this. So this can be the part that's resting on her. It's right there. On her shoulder. And it's like... Yeah, it's pretty good. I think her guitar is my favorite part of her. I mean, she's a fun design, but I love this guitar. Even though this guitar is a pain, I like drawing it. I think that's proof of how much I like drawing it. Just that I like. I'll give in to the fact that like it's a complex shape, but I just like it a lot. Like it just works. Let's just, you know what, I did these wrong anyway. Let's just merge these. You know what I think? I don't want her mouth to be that. I still want it to be a little bit there. Yeah. I don't want her to have as much of a triangle face. I want it to be a little bit more of a... It can have a few harder edges, but she's... There we go. And I made her coat longer because of a scene early in the story that made no sense, and I needed to fix it, so I figure out in the character design I'll make it bigger too, just so I remember. Because it needs to be able to hold her phone in it, so... The curse of no pockets in women's clothing. It's like, oh no. And yet more expensive. So strange. Use the round brush now for just cleaning up some of these edges a little bit. That already looks better, because like before there was just something about like how her head shape that wasn't working before, but now it looks better. How are we doing on time? Wow, it's been a while. I'll get to work on... I'll be right back. I can get some water and then... So everyone feel free to get some yourself and I'll be right back. Cool. So let's take a little break from this and go do some pages. And then I'll get back to this. Because I got a couple more poses I want to do for her, but like that second one's good, okay, but I want to do one that's more extreme with the guitar, like an air, like maybe a jumping in the air with it or something. Kind of be kind of cool to have it. So let's just, oops. Let's just clean up some of this so that it's. I think. Wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, hold on. Is she? No, she's not. Clean up this edges with this brush really quick. Still want to give her those boots to start out with, because I think something like that for the beginning would be kind of nice. And like I said, she can later on, like when she feels a little more comfortable in her own, making her own choices, she decides to get something that suits her more. I mean, they're nice boots anyway, so it's not like she's getting clunky, ugly ones there. Like how like, how dare you call them ugly? And I'm the one that just did. There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna add a little bit more. We're pretty close to the point where I can move over to the. Let's just give her a. Do, 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 do. I don't know why I zoom out so much sometimes. It's a bad habit. And it definitely makes it harder because. I think also maybe like making it so that her initial desire is to help people. The fact that maybe during the story she gets pushed into being more violent with her music is all the more a bigger step, like a surprise, or just like a out of character for her, and it makes it so that it's kind of like that in Last Airbender, how like he's trained by the monks, so like fighting and just seeking to harm another is against everything he was taught. So for her, she'd much rather resolve things without violence, but there's just situations where she gets pulled into where there's no choice. And maybe there's other times where she gets pulled into something and then does use like her music to stop a fight from happening, actually. Because I was thinking of one in the city where like two students almost start a fight in like the city square, but she steps in and kind of calms everything down with some music. Because a lot of the more severe fights are going to be around Richard, obviously, because it's going to be cooler to see him fight anyway. Although seeing them fight together is the most epic, because like she can really make him strong and fast. Double check this to make sure I'm doing this all right, but for now this is looking pretty good. I think I can move on to the comic. Yeah, I like this so far. I think that's why I kept zooming out, but I just need to. I should just use a secondary window and make it smaller, because. Yeah, let's clean up this page, because this is when they. I like these. I love this outfit. Kind of. I want to. I might have to clean it up a little, but the outfit I have for the diner, she's got like this like little bow tie and like a. Not really a suit, but like like some kind of service industry kind of like thing going on with her, where she's kind of like it's like a chain or something, so they have to wear something. And she's this powerful scryer that's pretty much just wearing like McRonald's. Lenny's. No, I'm kidding. I'm not taking. I won't take that. Parallel universe. Lenny's exists here. I'm joking. Blue pops out of out of lurking. You better not. Let's get rid of these other layers. Yeah. Is there anything else that was in those other layers? No. Okay. Good. I think that's been the other tricky thing, is just like trying to decide how much of the real world versus fantasy I'm going to have in the story, which is something I'm probably going to I'm going to work on more maybe this weekend, possibly like mapping out where they go step by step, because I kind of have like only a rough idea, and I wanted most of it to be forest, so it was more like natural events that they kept running into, and but maybe there's like one more city they bump into before they find her. Actually, the real reason he went here is he was hoping to get a location for his wife, but she's too far into this like really like highly magical area, so like it's too much interference. So she instead gives him her brother's location, his hidden like pocket dimension where he's hiding, because he is more powerful than her, and or he might have being closer related, he might have a better link to he'll have a stronger link to his sister. So she gives him this stone that will help him transport their. I mean, she was able to narrow it down to a little bit, but she's like, you need to talk to him if you really want to go get any more. And it's kind of like they keep bouncing around, and everyone keeps telling them the same thing, like, I can't do this, but I know I know someone who might, and because like even her brother is kind of like, yeah, I narrowed it down to this area, but you still need like a way into that area, and you need to narrow it down even further. So he sends them to his friend, and she's a detective, and she's the one that is all into like parkour, and she's really intense. She's like a highly caffeinated Ty Lee. Yeah. So even in this moment, like on top of what she's done for the people in the people around her in the cafe, she unintentionally cheers up her father a little bit because he's kind of like realizing that how hard this is going to be. I mean, he already knew this is going to be like a race against time down to the could be down to the second, and now he's got to go possibly put her in more risk, and he really doesn't like that. He thought this would be a little bit more of a straight shoot, like come here, find the location. As Matt Smith says, bow ties are cool. Yeah, not in the sleeves. She, give her some dignity. You know what? Maybe it's a vest, actually. I might make it a... Yeah, I think it was supposed to be a vest, actually, now that I think about it. It's been so long since I've drawn, like, the rough of this page, I can't even remember what this was supposed to originally be. Like... Yeah, I think this is a vest. So a little dignity in what she gets to wear. At least it can look pretty slick. I'll make it bubbling energy off of it instead of fire. Yeah, she looks pretty good in this panel, so... And there's a few things I gotta fix here and there, but like not too much. His hairline maybe a little bit, but... That's only because I kind of changed how his hair was anyway. We're kind of like... Part of me worries that I'm going to pull like a Zuko with both Richard and with June, and both their hair is just going to be super long by the end of the story. Like, yeah. It grew in that time. Like he'll have like Conan the Barbarian hair, like she'll have heavy metal kind of hair. I'm kind of in the way, sorry. Move my fat head. Yeah, he's... Oops, clean up his nose a little bit. A little bit off. Might change the expression here a little bit because he looks a little bit more angry than... Oh, no, he doesn't. Actually, now that I look about it again, he's kind of like... it's more like he's looking at it and he's like, well, it's a start. Kind of look to his face. Kind of like he's resigned himself to the fact that this is going to be a long... Mustachio, mustachio. Do. He is so fun to draw. Oh yeah, I was listening to some of my old music again, and I think this is the case. But have you Have you ever heard of Because I know Blue was listening to some heavy metal stuff. Have you heard of TWRP? I think that's what they're called. Yeah, they're like a rock electronic kind of YouTube band. I mean that's what they promote. They started promoting their art. They did a music video with Danny Avedon. I mean Dan Avedon. So what's it called? Galactic? No, it's Space. Shoot, my brain's forgetting it. Yeah, the one where I have it on my playlist. I think I do. Well, Oh yeah, Starlight Brigade. Yeah, that's really good. And that and The Hit. Those two are my favorite of theirs. Of their collab. Their collabs are so good. Have you heard Shadow Academy? It's another band that Dan made when he was branching out and trying to make other kinds of or just trying to do just more types of music, like not just comedy, not just parody. 'Cause I think Brian's still helping him with it on those, but I think it's he's just doing the sound, and he hired. I think he got into it because he was doing like a bunch of what is it he was hiring a bunch of animators, and it kind of gave him an idea for a project. I think I'd really love to hear the story of how that band was made. Because like there's that one with the Moby Dick one, and then there's the much sadder one called what was that called? Like Never Once or something like that, I think. Let me see. Shadow Academy. Oh, yeah, Once and Nevermore is the name of the song. Or is that just the... No, yeah, that's the name of the song. Okay. Yeah, it's really nice animation. Kind of makes me think of like some of... With it being a little bit lower budget, it makes me think of Vivzi and Madrano's earlier music video that she did before the other one that has... It's funny, I'm always careful about saying that because it's like I never know when YouTube's gonna be like, "Up, he said it one too many times. We're gonna just cancel his channel." It's the one with the dancing fox girl with Blue. Yeah, because she had another one before that was much like more like early, her learning how to animate, and it's pretty cool because I got to listen to an interview with her on a podcast I listened to about with two animators, and they talked to her about that music video and how like I think she even like joked saying I think it went up to like 12s or something, or I forget. She said that it was a really big, like some of those frames, like the time in between them is just is really big. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just learning now myself, and I'm sure I'm going to end up doing that too, because it saves time, and yeah, it saves a lot of time. And sometimes you can get away with it. To be fair, with cartoon, I mean, with that's the nice thing with making cartoony characters too, is like they can zip around a lot. So like, I'm sure even in like Has Been, there's sometimes where like the time in between frames is like really like there's huge gaps, so it's just like someone will just like zip like Nifty. she's everywhere. I hope they get to do more. I didn't, even though there was that leak, I purposely didn't watch any of it because I don't want to be spoiled. And also, who knows if they're going to keep a lot of it since it did get leaked. I don't know what they're going to do. Like, you kind of, maybe they'll be given more time and they can change some of it, or just kind of alter it enough to make it feel different, but still be the same. Because I've seen this happen with anime before, but I usually just avoid this stuff like the plague. So I don't know why people even. I guess just curiosity is the real answer, but like I don't like spoilers. Yeah, like who would want to go to a movie and be like told exactly what's going to happen at what point? That's kind of boring. How we doing on time? I was laughing to myself because I have a picture in my mind of someone who does that to me, but I won't out her on here. So Cheetos. I have to get a photo for this. Let's see, seated position, kind of. No, not this one. I was just thinking if I could find like a pose I already have. Nope, I don't. Like there's some here that are good, kind of good, but she's definitely not sitting in the. I mean, I like the pose, but I just need to clean it up. Maybe she's... Nah, she's not doing that. That would be in the way of her guitar. Yeah, maybe that. Maybe more... I think this is her knee. And her foot's actually going forward more. Beep, beep, beep. Sorry, I'm just kind of like concentrating for a second to just get the details of this, because I'm not using reference for at this point. I might go in and look up some boots for her to clean these up a little bit, but like... kind of want to make her look like she's sitting more in the chair, so I'm gonna... give her some more gravity is the best way I could say it. I'm gonna give her more, make it look like she's actually sitting in the chair. Like, I played around with her clothing, her initial clothing a lot too, and I tried to give her more of a punk rock look at the beginning, but then I thought, like, I don't want to draw like ripped clothes on her all the time. Like, I don't want to have ripped jeans and like loose fraying bits of fabric bouncing around, and like just a simple kind of cozy coat, like cozy sweater or windbreaker she's wearing on top of like a pink shirt is fine by me. Plus, I haven't really thought this up, but maybe she doesn't really even have an image yet. Like, for the like band side of things, like maybe she's probably stepped in to help friends out with like their small bands, but it's just like church gatherings or like like school concerts, that kind of stuff, you know. Nothing nothing that would require her to be to, like have a specific marketing look. I don't know if this makes sense. I might need to clean it up a little more even, but so I have the concept of like the 1 foot coming, maybe it's not even far enough forward is the problem. That's better. Yeah, okay. I'll try that. Oops. Yeah, it would just be fun to just give her like an evolving look as the show, as the comic reaches its end. Like I'm sure by the end, when she's walking through the forest and getting like caught on trees and stuff, things are gonna. That's when she's gonna have her like a Samurai Jack, like just losing layers. Like, plus it's gonna get hotter, so she's probably gonna have to. Although they might actually get a different coat for her so that she doesn't get scratched up as much. Like there are those really nice ones that you can get that are tougher even, so she can get something like that that doesn't rip, and it would give her like a bulkier kind of look, maybe even like she's grown as a character and she has like a more imposing figure. Might be the ideal. I think Samurai Jack was in my brain because recently I saw this video where someone was critiquing mentioning how people are kind of don't like season 5 because of the relationship in it and how they feel it's inappropriate. And I'm like, she's like young adult. She's like 23 or something. It's like she's and they're like, oh, but he's like he's like I think over 100 years old at the point. And I'm like, yes, because nowhere else in literature or in TV has that been the thing that happened. Nope. Vampires, 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 vampires. Or immortals, or yeah. Like I liked how their relationship grew as the show went on. That was kind of a cool bit of the story, that like they started out off as enemies and they got really close. Spoilers, I guess. Oopses. I just remember how I said I hate spoilers. Sometimes I do them myself. It's still a really good show, and I'd still say, even if knowing that, you should watch that season, because it's Gendy's animation. I'm so disappointed he never was able to make he had this one show he was going to try and make like a Viking show, but he got tied up with Hotel Transylvania, which turned out to be a really big thing for him, so I'm happy that it worked, but I really would have liked to see that other one. Although I need to still finish up Primal. I only trying to think how far. I got like I didn't watch the second season yet, actually. And I'm really curious to see where that goes. With the whole like new character that's an interest of his. I don't even know if I should say love interest, because he hasn't really talked yet. So not to her, so can't say love interest. More like just like companion, other than a creature that could eat him. I'm not really sure. Maybe in the when I get the art, if I ever get the art book for that, maybe it'll say in the art book like what he's supposed to be. I mean, what the dinosaur's supposed to be in that, because I'm not sure. I think they kind of like caricaturized a bunch of dinosaurs in that, because there's magic in that show, so it's like anything goes. It's gonna like soften up her cheek. She's got a big smile. Early on in the story, she doesn't have the yeah, no, maybe I will do that. I don't know. Or maybe no, she should have it in the beginning, and then it would go away, possibly after like or fade as the story goes on. Because it wouldn't make sense. Like, where is she gonna just? I mean, I guess they are gonna show up in a few different cities, so she could get something there, but I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but I just would find it kind of weird if she suddenly was like in the middle of a forest and like just popped out of the tent and suddenly had like a highlight in her hair, and your dad's like, "Where'd that come from?" Like, I know we have magic, but that's still kind of weird that you just suddenly just changed your design in the middle of the forest. She learned to summon hairstyles. No, I'm not doing that. I gotta set up a perspective thing for this, because maybe I'll just make a note about that where it's like trying to essentially I'm just trying to set up like there's booths behind her, and these people are in them, and they're all like in like this older couple, these older fae that are a couple that are just like really grateful that she could let them hear a song that they remember from their youth. I don't want to look like a vampire. Give him like the Guybrush Threepwood haircut. Man, I don't want get rid of that head, but I do want to change where it is. So they're kind of like much closer. Yeah. Maybe not. Well, we'll see. I'll play with this and try and get this to work this way, because kind of want them almost like cuddling up next to each other, kind of. Like he's holding her hand. Maybe they pushed their table a little bit back to the others, which would well, she's at a different she's at a table that's over here maybe, and she pulled up a chair to where her table was so that she could or she just pulled up a chair. You know what? She pulled up a chair near her table, but that's not her table, actually. Like, she would have been in the one across, on the, maybe she was even behind yeah, because they were here. Yeah, the character in between them, this character, I was gonna make it her and maybe him? I don't know, but even so, it's not. It doesn't. I think having someone else, like maybe. I think the problem is with this scene, the perspective's a little off. Actually, I need to fix this one, because like her table is very confusing. And everyone's very close to her. I just realized looking at this, I'm like, whoa, they're really close to her booth. No wonder she's feeling like a claustrophobic. Everyone's like just eating like 5 feet from her. That's too close for strangers, thank you. At least offer me some of your meal if you're gonna eat that close to me, jeez. I can fix that pretty easily, though. I would just have to shrink them down a little bit. And, actually, yeah, I'll do that now, so I don't forget. But, so just get, well, she's okay in the back. It's just these characters that are, well, no, I should need to get her too, because otherwise she's going to stand out like a sore thumb. Oh, this is stressful. Stressful. And that girl with the purple hair is supposed to be the bounty I might clean her up a little bit because she's supposed to be the bounty hunter. The moth girl. She's hiding and she's got like a disguise on. So I don't have to change her too much because she just essentially maybe her hairstyle changes a little bit when she actually reappears, but wait, did I just do the dum-dum thing? What? Why? Where? How? Oh. Nope. No. I did do dum-dum thing. But if you take the if you hold Alt while you're selecting an object, you can take away. So I'm going to just clean this up and take away from this so that oops, I didn't mean to do that. Just, like, I don't know why it added on so much. You're embarrassing me, Clip Studio. Jeepers. How could you? I thought we were friends. No, you're. I know we're not. You already crashed on me a few times. I know how you feel. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. No, I'm just kidding. It's like, they're gonna disappear. No, I didn't mean to do that. I want to keep it selected. I'll raise the lights up too. They shouldn't be that low. So they should be that far away, actually. That's a good spot for them. Like way over here. Yeah. Because he should be taller than... Even though he's in the background, he's a pretty big dude. So he should look like he's... He could tower over the waitress character. What did I do? What did I do? Yeah, I knew I did that. Oh well. That's gonna make this more complicated. But it's still selected, so I don't need to... As long as I go like this, it should... So cut and paste. Whoops. Nope. No. That doesn't do that at all. I'm dumb. Oh no, I don't want to erase her. What do I do? What do I do? Oh no, her face, it's gone. Ah! I've done it. Jude, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. There. Whew. Okay. Are we good again? You know what? I am just going to make a copy of the entire layer. And then for the copy, I'll flatten the entire thing. No, I won't. But... Oh. Could use some work, but in... No, I didn't do that. Can't, no. Sorry, this is just like... This started as what I thought would be a small project, and it's turned into like a nightmare. I promise I won't erase your face this time, June. No, but please don't get mad. I'm sorry. See, watch this. Eh? That's what I do. Wait, is this gonna work? I don't know if this is gonna work. Nope. Hold on. Wait, I got this. Wait, I got this. Wait, I got this. Guys, how much work? Guys, why are you driving me crazy? What you doing? Oh, bother. Why did this have to turn out to be so complicated? No, leave me alone. Don't do these. I know, I'm just... I just really want to see... I'm really proud of how, like, I drew this, but I didn't realize until I finished drawing it just... You know what I'm going to do instead? I think... I think... I mean, the easier solution, and the one that would make the next page make more sense, is she is just sitting at a... She's not sitting at a booth. She's sitting at a table with chairs. So I'll just do that. It's easier. It's so much easier. It means I have to change another page on a different page again, but it's okay. Everything's good. Everything's great. I mean, based on this perspective, the other page wouldn't have made sense anyway, because how's she walking behind her when she's in a booth? Yeah. Yeah, it makes so much more sense to make these chairs. Okay. So you're moving forward with this. So let's just get rid of this. Or, actually I got an idea. No, don't. I'm a liar. What have I done? Guess I didn't hurt June this time. No. What? Do. What? What? My head, why is this doing this to me? What? What did I just do? Sorry. I will figure this out, and I'm not going to give up until I do. I killed them all! Oh no! Oh, I see what I did. Okay, I cut them out of the one... Okay, that's what's going on here. But then I got an idea, actually, for just a simple thing that I can do. Oops, nope. Nope. Wait, why can't I do that? Why? Weird. I guess I gotta filter. Why isn't that doing anything? Huh. That really didn't do much at all. Maybe I have to do it on this layer. I was gonna blur the background so that that'll make her look closer. So. There we go. Okay. Wow, that's a little bit more than I meant to do, but. I guess that's okay. It gives them a little bit more soft edges. I can clean them up a little bit more and give them and then just make this a chair. Next to her. Sorry for all this taking so long. It was just like I really wanted to get some more of this done. After I get this panel cleaned up a little bit, I'll go back to doing the character drawings. But I just wanted to try something because it was a little. Wonder if anyone's ever played a Trucker Dragonborn. Maybe that would be my next character. a trucker dragonborn with fighter monk class. So he's just good at like barroom brawls. I'll blur him a little bit more in a second, but I just wanted to clean up his jacket a little bit. If anything, I think that'll help kind of push him back a little bit. Do 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 do. Still need to be further away though. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Actually, well, you know what? I'll get rid of that chair. Honestly, I'll just get rid of the chair. I'm just gonna paint right over it. Goodbye, chair. Goodbye. 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 I want him to be a bigger fella too, kind of like Richard, kind of like even though he's in the background, I want him to look kind of big. Not as big as the Golem character, but yeah, that's better. Ish. I mean, it's got some things I need to fix still, but why does she have a? Do 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 do. better. Proportions were a little off. I know that's just a placeholder. I'm not gonna just cheat and do that. I promise. But for now, that's what I'm doing. Till I'm gonna shrink these down a little bit too. They're a little bit big. They don't need to be so huge if they're that close to each other. Yeah, okay, let's get back to work on some this. Yeah. Yippoo, yippoo, yippoo. Do 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 do. Do. Give her some stronger line work here. But like this is already looking way better than before. And with less color. So that's even better. She has like a pink come on, brain, you got this. No, I don't. A pink clip or a pink what's my brain trying to say? Those pick. Oh gosh. My brain is gone. Farewell, brain. It was nice knowing you. think it'd be kind of cool if she had. Originally, I thought about having it be enchanted, but that's too much of the pick a destiny kind of thing. Do 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 do. That looks pretty good. Let's do another pose. Maybe I'll try and bring over that other form of her into here. I think with her design, like I mean, so much of her performance, part of her character was, even though I had watched some of Vox Machina. That wasn't actually what influenced this. It was more before that was even on my radar. There was this Studio Trigger anime called Little Witch Academia, and the performer that, spoilers, is actually one of their teachers. I won't say which one because that's, I mean, you'll figure it out fast. It's not a mystery. It's just they don't know. But anyway, it like that whole like using music for a more modern kind of like rock concert was kind of what inspired this. Because she was just a drawing of a young girl in the woods with her, like going for a hike with her dad in the first drawing. So like I kept that part true with them having a close relationship. But then I was like, wouldn't it be nice if she actually had a thing that was just her own? So I gave her the fact that she's a performer. Eh? Oops, wrong one. That's fine. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe add some more darks in here, but too much. I don't want to take away from the nice simple form I have here. Because the point is, it's just supposed to be quick and easy to take reference from, and this is good, I think. Going any more advanced would just take away from that. I'm definitely going to make a brush that's just for drawing her guitar strings, I swear. I'm so sick of drawing the guitar strings. I'm going to make a... I wonder if I can do that now. Or there must be a way to do it where I can just go into... like this, but then like... there must be a way to make it so it's... yeah, there's got to be like some kind of way to make it so I can just repeat that a bunch of times. I'll look into it. I'm not gonna do that every time. I'm looking for any way I can speed up production, and that's definitely an area where like either I'm just not gonna draw them at all on in some shots, or I'm gonna find a brush. Probably a mix of the two, because like I mean, it's like you don't atmospheric perspective. You're not gonna see them from a distance anyway. So no reason to worry too much about that. But I mean, how are we doing? Draw for a little bit longer. What's going on with my... oh, that's nice of them. Huh. Wow. I was just poking my head into Twitch to see if anything was going on, and someone gifted me a sub. So I was like, oh, that's nice. Let's see. I think that's pretty good for her. I think I might have to clean this one up a little bit more, but like it looks like it's lacking a little bit versus because the original one, maybe it's just because she just has maybe. I think it's really more just like she has more hair on the first one, and maybe I kind of made her hair a little bit like thinner. So maybe I'll add a little bit more mass to it, but other than that, it looks pretty good. Like maybe it did have like a little bit more like this, kinda. So almost that, like just a little bit more, maybe like that, just so that she has more of the, and this goes down a little further, like that. Yeah. And I'll use red instead of black for the hairline. Yeah, that looks a little better. Maybe a little bit more back here too. So it kind of like piles a little bit. There. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Cool. gem in at the end of her guitar. Cool. Whew, that was fun. Let me pop back in. Hi. I always forget people. I'm sorry, because I'm guilty of that. I mean, not guilty. Guilty is the wrong word, but like, I always forget like it's step in and out all the time. So yeah, always feel free to just come as you please. Like like lurk if you have to, or yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm tired. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm just happy to see someone return. So thank you. But I think I'm just happy. I mean, it still needs a little bit of. Still, like, where's? Oh, that's why. I'll figure out a way to do this. There's so many good references for this kind of stuff. So. Maybe she's a fawn, or like a different type of fawn, but she'll have like the ears going down instead of, or just slightly down, like that, and the horns up here like this, in the front. And she's got. I always forget, like, when drawing. Because normally this used to be an issue I had where, if you draw, like, creases in the face, like wrinkles around certain spots, that will age people. So just be careful, like, if you want to do an older person, just remember, like, skin will kind of reshape a little as you get older. So like I'm gonna give her like a little bit of the skin sagging slightly, but not only on the edges. To fix the eyes. Oh wait, I know what I was gonna make her actually. She's gonna be that maybe I'll make her. I was gonna make her that water. Her. That's right. So she's gonna have her hair up in a bun, and her hair is gonna be like this, kind of like Grace, but a bit older. imagine she's like maybe like some kind of like water spirit. Antique makes more sense. Oh well. I'll make her talking. I was gonna make I couldn't decide which one of them should be talking, but I'll make her say to thank her for the song. Give her a nice like what is this? Like shawl, I'll say. Yeah. Oh, that's what that was. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to get this a little bit more in so I knew what I was going to be doing later tonight when I'm working on this. I just wanted to know that, like, it's just, this page, like, I'm so happy that I figured out, like, this part of it was something I was trying to think up and thinking older, like, elf slash like Feywild kind of creature. Like the Traveler or whatever those are. I don't know. I need to. Or Fern. He's kind of like that, where he's like this like ethereal, like fairy creature. Yeah. I like him. He looks. These two look like they're a good couple. That's a good. There. I was trying to figure out. I didn't want her to look like she was just staring off into space. So she's just kind of like looking over at her, like. There we go. What did I do? Oh no. There. There. Okay, I got a ways to go with this still, but I think I'm heading in a good direction. Again, I put them a little too close, but that's okay. I can fix that. Because now it's easier. Now I just go like these. Put them up a little higher. And then shrink them down. Well, maybe not higher, because that doesn't make sense. They're not floating. That's better. Yeah. Okay. Now they look like they're far enough away from her that they're not like right next to her. Because like I said, I moved her, so now them being moved makes more sense. So yeah, there's just another table with right here. There, she's kind of resting her hand on the table. So this is a rough. I'll clean this part up, but like just a flat. Oh, well, thank you. So I'm always glad to share all this because like, and means a great way to move forward and like promote the comic as well. But like, it's just nice having people around while I work on this because it just gives me more energy. So yeah, I'll be drawing this again probably tomorrow on my Twitch, but I'll probably do a little bit more character design and work on those Dinotopia those dinosaurs, because I meant to do that. I meant to look those up yesterday, but I didn't have a chance to because I was busy working on that page. But and I've been cleaning up these pages, so they're coming along pretty nice. And I think I might be at this rate if I can just I need to start putting in the text and like trying it out and getting critiques on that, because I could get this all to look great, but if the text looks wrong or the bubbles aren't placed right, it won't matter. So, but I have a plan for that where I know some people I can talk to about that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'll get on that soon so that I can start posting these on a website that I purchased a while ago. I was going to use it for my portfolio, but like it makes more sense to start off with this, and maybe I'll do this, and I might put some like some other things on there in the background, and then when the comic or when this starts making money, I'll use that money towards the website, and then not have to worry about it, and I can just make a second website just for my portfolio that I'm building up. So, and maybe a place where I can make the portfolio also a place where I sell art. But for now, I'm working on putting some stuff on like imprint, and maybe there's another place I lost the link, but maybe I didn't. Well, when I figure it out, I'll obviously have all that link stuff up. So, yeah. So yeah, I'll be back again on Wednesday. I'm contemplating adding a day, but I haven't decided yet because I am adding more work of my own. So maybe I'll just keep it as it is, but you'll just see more things pop up in the background. Like probably some more speed paints are gonna start reappearing because I'll spend more time off like doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, because I feel like I've kind of like cut back on that, and I really want to get back to doing that more. Yeah. So yeah, see you on Wednesday, and have